What's poppin', people? How we doing? It's Monday. Welcome to a new vlog. If you're new around here, we basically film every single day of our life and we upload on a Sunday. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I share everything real, raw, unfiltered, sharing the realities of this game, working for yourself, trading, entrepreneurship, being a parent, partner, growth, self-development. We've got it all going on. We keep it real. A lot of shit in this space. It's a good day to have a good day. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Took a trade on gold this morning and it was actually a loss. So I'm just in the process of logging that now. And a lot of people ask me, how do I log and journal? And what's the process look like? I've shown it before. I'll show it again. Essentially, I have a Notion and I'm just logging the trade here. I basically log, was it long, risk, partials, lot size, risk reward? Was it a loss? If it was an error, I click error. If it was a win, I take it to wins. It takes it to a gallery of wins. Reviewed the month, the day, the time, the session, and then I put screenshots of the relevant time frames. So you've got the daily, the 15-minute, and the 5. At the end of each week, I go through the week, I check the performance, I cross-reference it with my journal. I also leave all my trades on my trading view chart, just so I can go back and reference, and it's also good for data stuff. I don't have any secret process. I've used automated journals. Personally, for me, I think there's quite a lot missing. I'd actually love to build my own, but it costs a shit ton of money. Looking to try and buy a house and stuff, so I'm trying to be sensible. But maybe in the future, who knows? Also, while I think about it, on my Darwin X, I've been saying to you for a few weeks now that I've noticed that it gives you a lot of stats. It tells you how good your entries are, how good your exits are, your correlation with other Darwins, your risk. Like my VAR is really, really low. Like if you look at VAR, which is your value at risk, mine is in a very, very nice spot. My value at risk is 5.03. The maximum I've had is 5 and the minimum is 4.61. So that shows me like I'm not risky. The Darwin is basically risking 1.05 whatever I risk. So if I risk 0.5, it'll risk 0.5 and a bit. If I risk 1%, it'll risk 1.5 at 1.05. You have these little stats if you look up here. Now this is on Darwin X Classic. You'll have to access Darwin X Classic to see these stats about your Darwin. But it basically gives you like scores and metrics. And as you can see here, like my experience, yeah, obviously it doesn't have much data to go off because I restarted. It's quite low. But my market correlation is great. Like that assesses different Darwins and dependency on its assets. My risk stability is good. My risk adjustment's good. My open strategy is very good. Like, would it perform better if I open my trades earlier or later? You know, I'm in a very good place. The ones that are not good is, as you can see here, the close of strategy. So would it perform better if I closed earlier or later? Positive returns good. And yeah, pretty much everything else is really good. This one here, capacity, I'm not quite sure what this works on. I'm going to get a full breakdown on that. And this is where Darwin X are great. If you don't understand something, you just reach out to them and they'll kind of give you the lowdown because it is very techie, some of it. But the one I've been really studying is the closed strategy because it's pretty low. And it shows me that pretty much I'm either not capitalizing enough on the trades I take or I'm giving back too much. Now, I've known that's been a problem throughout my whole journey because the way that I trade, I'm often, you know, fixed risk rewards or 3, 4Rs. But from 0 to 3 or 4R, there's not much happening. It's either, you know, go break even, risks off the position, call. But I'm letting sort of 2.5% pull all the way back on me and take me out. And if you watch last week's vlog, I let around 1.8%, you know, completely take me out. And I think that's why the closed strategy is basically a lot lower. And what it led me to do is it led me to go over all my data for like the last 3 years and really, and I've been doing this for a few weeks now, you've heard me mentioning it, and really look at like, what could I do to better improve that to make sure I'm capitalizing on the trades that I take and to make sure I'm maximizing the risk reward. And I finally managed to come up with something over the weekend that works phenomenally and will actually better my results, shorten my loss streak, and overall pay me more. Which is exciting, right? So I'm going to go over that. I'm going to continue trading that now and I'll keep you updated on how that goes. And I will do like a full in-depth breakdown when the time is right. And obviously if it's benefited me, it didn't help me this morning because it just went straight out, which is fine. This is the sort of shit I'm on about when I say you need to be on Darwin X because what the risk engine is doing is when I take a trade, it's actually partialing out a little bit when it's in profit. So although I took last week a reduced loss, I actually made money because the risk engine intervened. And that's why I've said to you before, it can actually make you a better trader, but a lot of people sleep on it because they think it's against them and it's not. I've made a video on the risk engine, so definitely check it out. I'm not doing this because I want your affiliate commission. You can just go to Darwin X without my link. I don't care. I'm doing it because there's a lot of good traders out there that just need that little thing or that little tweak and it could really help them. I've been doing this for a long time now and I'm still adding and refining, and I believe that you always have to remain teachable, you have to drop the ego, and you have to just focus on what is going on and what the data is showing you. This is showing me something I could improve on to better my system, and I'm 100% going to do it. There is a link in the description and you can save 20% off your first month if you would like. They also do annual plans. I'll leave a link below, or you can just use Albert_20. check it out. If you're not on it, you've been sleeping on it, I would recommend it, especially with a new year coming up. It's a no-brainer. It's Tuesday. Just done school run. I've just turned up to physio because I'm in need of it at the moment. My back is definitely giving me some grief. It is cold this morning in the UK, man. It was like 4 degrees when I took Bruno out. Winter is officially rocking up, but it's all good. I'm in a car. I've got a heated seat, a heated steering wheel. Could be a lot worse. And one thing I want to drop this morning, and I dropped it in my Telegram, which again, if you're not in, there's a link in the description, check it out. Just remember that you're likely living someone else's dream, and it's very, very important that you don't forget that. And also, you're likely living the dream that you yourself once wanted to be living. So make sure you're not, forgetting about that. Make sure you're being grateful. I always find for myself writing 3 things down every morning that I'm grateful for. It really, really helps me. Today was I'm grateful for the internet. I'm grateful I can take the kids to school. And I'm grateful for hot water because I tell you what, that hot shower this morning hit so good. But yeah, I've got a busy morning, got a couple of calls and stuff to jump on. But when I get back, I want to chat about self-sabotage a little bit. I've noticed that going through the comments, which I try and read all of them and try and reply to all of them. Big ups to everyone that does drop a comment. I've noticed a lot of people talking about self-sabotage over the week, so I want to drop a little thing on there that may help you. Right, physio done. I feel a lot better, but apparently I've done something to my trap and my pec. So I'm guessing I've just been trying to lift heavy at the gym, or I've lifted something incorrectly and I've hurt myself. So I can still go gym and all that, but I've got to not do certain exercises like pull-ups and that, and try and ease back in. Never ideal. About to make a coffee, and I've noticed over the last few weeks, my coffee machine's playing up. The milk's not frothing properly. It's like dribbling out like some old cock or something. And it's just not ideal, innit? I'm probably going to have to buy a new one, which I really don't want to do, but maybe it's time to upgrade to some big bad boy one. Obviously, Black Friday's coming up as well, so I might get a cheeky deal. I'm about to jump on a one-to-one call. I don't normally do one-to-one calls. However, this dude's in my Discord. He's been really struggling with his edge, and he just wants some clarity on it. And I didn't want to do the one-to-one. But he's like, look man, I really need it. And I was like, you know what, let me do it. I enjoy doing them because they're tailored to the individual. It's just obviously there's a lot of time given to it. I'm gonna get on this call, looking forward to it. Haven't done a one-to-one in ages. Maybe I'll bring them back. Maybe I'll do a thing where I have a calendar, and if you want to have a one-to-one with me about anything, I'll leave a link below. Who knows, maybe I'll do it. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do it, and maybe we'll do it. Good fun, to be fair. I haven't done one of them in ages. Really nice guy, and able to help him out a lot. So we just spent a month testing a system, showing him a few different nuances and things for him to gather data on, get a decent sample size and compare a couple of things. So yeah, it was all good. Waiting for Tesco. They seem to be running a little bit late, which is all good. I'm gonna wait for them before I make lunch, and then I want to start looking at some coffee machines. It's on offer at the minute as well. It's normally like £1,000 or something, or 1,100 quid. I am looking at if it's worth it. It's pretty pricey. They're normally like 1,100 quid. It's on offer at the minute. It's got a touch to screen and all that sort of stuff. It's got a grinder built in, which mine doesn't and stuff. But again, I need to work out, is it actually worth it or not? So looking at that. Also just got myself in a trade. I say just. I hit it when I was downstairs. I should be out, but somehow I've survived. I don't know if you can focus, man. Focus. Why is it not focusing? Yeah, every time I zoom in. Basically, my stop loss is here and it's wicked it, but it didn't actually take me out, which is, nice. Looks like an in and out jobby, which is cool. I don't think I stay in this trade. So, yeah, it looks like it'll be 2 L's so far for the week, which is all good. And then, yeah, obviously, I said about the self-sabotage bit, which I really want to get onto, because I think it's a really, really important topic that's not touched on enough. And I'm going to do that whilst watching my trade take me out, because I'm not going to change in my emotional state, because it is what it is. Firstly, if you haven't read this book by Brianna Weiss, I've butchered that. This one, The Mountain Is You. Very, very good book for self-sabotage. And there's a couple of pieces in it that I'll reference probably from this. And also, obviously, if you're really looking to invest in yourself, Rewired, I've spoken about it now for years. I did it in 2022. There's a hell of a lot of value in that. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. Full mindset program is fabulous. It's expensive, but at the same time, you got to invest in yourself. So self-sabotage, like a big topic, something that's completely normal. We all go through it. We all experience it as traders. I think the main premise of it is your life in general is not only defined of what you think about it, but also of what you think of yourself. And it's why I talk about self-image a lot, identity a lot, who are you as an individual? What kind of person are you, and what do you do when you say you're going to do stuff? Our self-concept is an idea we've spent our whole life building. It comes from our parents, it comes from the school system, it comes from our peers, our friends, people we surround ourselves with, our environment, which again is why I say our environment is everything. And ultimately, these things are what shape and mold your image, your belief systems, the lot. And the thing with a belief system is you'll have a confirmation bias. So if someone says to you X, Y, and Z, you'll quite quickly go, no, I don't believe that because I have confirmation bias on X, Y, and Z. And confirmation bias can be good, it can be bad. It depends. And you've probably had arguments or debates with people before, and when you think you're right, and you're like, I'm right, bruv. And they're like, no, you're not. You're like, yeah, I am. You've got that confirmation bias. And it's often hard to see the other side of the other perspective and the other side of each scenario, and that's why they always say, like, you know, take a moment, take a pause to try and evaluate the other side, and that's where, like, the whole impulsive nature and whatnot, it's a whole different thing, but it's very linked. They're all intertwined, and I know a lot of people don't like believing the whole you know, your image was defined when you were little and trauma and all that. But it's the thing. I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, and it definitely has an impact on me. And I think one of the big ones is, you know, when we actually self-sabotage, it's often because we have a negative connotation between achieving the goals we aspire to and being the kind of person who has or does that thing. And what that means is, for example, you might have, when you were younger, been told that, you know, rich people, for example, or wealthy people are snobby or arrogant, or they're not nice people, for example, or you know, money causes problems and people with money are not happy, and you see all these different stats. And you know, I certainly know my relationship with money was not the best when I was little. I saw things I probably shouldn't have seen, you know, debt collectors at the door and different stuff, whatever. And often what happens is, when you go on that pursuit of, you know, if your goal is to become rich or wealthy, the connotation of, well, people that are rich or wealthy do X, Y, and Z, therefore I don't actually want to be like that because it's conflicting with who I want to be. Oh, I'm going to sabotage myself. And that's often what happens. Is often we're in our own way, and it's like we're about to see success, and then we instantly, it's almost like you're afraid of the success because of the connotation you have to the success based on a previous image in life. So you prevent yourself from reaching the success to not meet that image or become that person. And often it's why I say, get a journal and sit with yourself for a moment and just genuinely ask these questions of yourself and where these things come from. It may be money, it could be a plethora of things. And this is where I find this book, you know, is very good. It gives you different scenarios. It touches on why we feel the way we feel, etc. But again, don't just buy the book and think it's going to cure your problems. You're going to have to do the task, do the work, do the journaling, and it's a constant battle. And the thing is, trading will always highlight those vulnerabilities or those thoughts or those processes in our head, because it's not easy in any way, shape or form, even though we might be led to believe it is. And it's like, what's your connotation to a trader? Do you rely on what Wolf of Wall Street shows? Do you rely on what these gurus online show? Like, and is that conflicting with you becoming profitable? Like, there's so many areas that I think are neglected. And of course you need an edge and you need to understand all the data and stuff, but you do need to be a person who's competent enough to get to that level. And it's why certain people hit certain barriers in capital or seeing certain numbers on the screen, and it affects their head, and it could be a negative connotation to that. So look, I don't want to drag this on for ages going over the same stuff. That's the main premise I wanted to touch on. It's normal, but I'm seeing a lot of you talk about it in the comments. The way you speak, everything is a massive factor. So hopefully that way, in some way, can help. But yeah, I'm going to carry on looking at coffee machine reviews. I'm still in this trade, but I'll be out any minute. Not being negative by it, but when a trade does this, there's a very slim chance of it then going in my favour, which is cool. It is what it is. And then I'm probably, if I get a chance, I might put Call of Duty on for about an hour and a half before school run. I'm going to put the kids up and get dinner cracking. So I'll pick this up in a little bit. School run done, picked up the munchkins that are upstairs running around like absolute nutcases with the dog, and they're giggling. So when I was on school run, I had a re-entry on gold. I don't know if you can see that there. But basically, obviously took it out earlier on the position I showed you, and then re-entry set up just as I pulled up to the school. So the beauty of that is, like I said before, I've got my lot sizes and stuff written down from on my notes, which I use Trade Assistant to work out. I know some of you asked me that before. And then, yeah, risk is off. Small partial is taken as well, based on, like I said to you at the start of the week, new filter and new refinement that I'm adding in. So again, you know, it's not a full win yet or anything until it hits TP. Hello, Bruno. Yes, nice to see you. You want to be on camera? You have to come here because it can't see you. Come here. Come here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so, no, big man. Stop. Bruno! I'm trying to talk. So, now you've turned the camera around with your big head. Oh yeah, get a dog, everyone. It's great. Stop it. So anyway, I'm back. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Just come home. I'm gonna sort dinner. I'm not sure what we're gonna have yet. I'm gonna figure it out in a minute, and then go and get Steph from work, and then come back, have some dinner, and just chill out. Me and Steph started watching a new series called The Jackal. It's on Sky Atlantic. If you're interested, so far seems decent. So I'll let you know how that's going. But I'm in London tomorrow, so I'm in London with my friend. We're going to check out a new spot. Just going to have a bit of a chill. We do it once a month, like I always say. So yeah, that should be good. Obviously, we'll keep my eye on trades as well. November started pretty rough for me, but as I always say, it's about, you know, pushing through it, not taking it personally, and just locking in and focusing on what you can control. And that is, you know, how you respond to these things. You know, making sure that you're doing all the things that you said you're going to do and that you know you should be doing. And make sure when you are flowing at peak performance and you are doing well, you're very aware of what you're doing in your life and the habits that get you to that point, you know? Because it's very easy to, you know, have a good period and switch off and assume that you don't need to do those things, but those things collectively build up to success. So make sure you're doing them. New spot. See what this bad boy's saying. Indonesian food, never had it. I'm excited to see what it's saying. These look unbelievable. Not sure how I feel about these ones. This is ox tongue. It's either going to be banging or weird. Right, we're going for the ox tongue. It's really nice. It's just I can't compare it with anything. Like the sauce obviously helps, I think, but I can't.
You know what? It gives me the texture of a nice wagyu, but the taste of almost like a muttony kind of.
Yeah. Try new things, people. This is decent, but the skewers are better. The chicken skewers, like the peanut sauce, fantastic shit. It's Thursday morning, and I'm just about to jump on coffee morning with the Discord, but I thought I'd jump on and start the vlog for today. Yesterday, obviously went for food, filmed a few bits, but then when I was chatting to my mate, he was saying he's not been feeling the best lately, mentally and stuff. So we just had quite a deep chat, to be honest, and that didn't really prompt me to want to get the camera out and film any of that sort of stuff. Obviously, it's personal stuff for him. I want to make sure I was there for him, give him a different opinion and different perspective on things. And just said, like, I'm going to keep him, like, accountable and in check on a few things, like, that he's struggling with in life, and just make sure he's in a good place. So I'm very grateful I can do that. And, you know, it was nice that he opened up and sort of spoke about it. And I think, you know, it's really, really important. I can't put enough emphasis on, like, whatever way you're feeling in your head mentally, you know, this whole game of like business, entrepreneurship, trading, you know, just life in general. If you're feeling a certain way, you do just sort of speak about it, and it's really important to voice how you're feeling. We all have those days, and we're only human at the end of the day. And, you know, sometimes the thoughts get a little bit too much. You start to think certain things, and you need to just look for a way out. And often that can be just having a chat with someone. Again, I can't stress enough, you know, the importance of journaling, just grabbing a pen, grabbing a piece of paper or a journal, and, you know, just putting your thoughts out there. It will make you feel so much better. But I did treat myself to a new journal from the Mont Blanc. Just a new journal, was in need of a new journal. So, yeah, decided to grab one, and, yeah, happy days. Like, a little bit of a pricey thing sometimes, but I do love a really nice journal. There's just a way that, like, the spine is on it, and the way that when it opens and you write, it's just a nice feeling. Obviously, I've got the Mont Blanc pen. So, yeah, my journal was full. So, yeah, I thought I'd treat myself. Why not? You got to do it sometime. I also still haven't bought my new coffee machine. I'm still looking at reviews, but I think I'm going to go for the Sage Touch Express, I think it is. I just realised the time. I don't want to be late. I need to jump on this Discord call. I'll pick this up in a little bit. Gym done. Weetabix secured. It's Friday. Busy day today, so I've got lots to get done. Let's go home, shower, and crack on. It's been a difficult week this week, to be honest. I've been getting smoked in the markets. I haven't filmed some of the days and that. I've just been really busy this week, to be honest. I've been doing loads of different bits and bobs. And I've had that urge of like not wanting to pick up the camera or forgetting to pick up the camera. Just feeling a little bit like, I don't know, like I feel good, but you know, you just feel like a bit like me. I've had a few days where I've felt like that. I've still been getting shit done. I've still been doing non-negotiables, going gym, all the morning routines, steps, everything. But I've just had a few days this week where I've probably felt a bit like, you know, and I've just been journaling about it and figuring it out. And I think it's because, you know, ultimately there's some goals this year that I haven't achieved. I always tell everyone to be empathetic, but I'm not very empathetic with myself. So I'm just working on that as well. We're away today for Steph's birthday. Her birthday's not till Tuesday, but we're doing it early because, yeah, midweek things are not the best. Yeah, I'm gonna make some lunch, play some COD, get packed, go pick the kids up from school, say bye to them, and then off we go. Bye. Yeah, man. This is sick.
Oh, that is
Happy
cute.
birthday.
Thanks, that is well cute.
I got you some Prosecco, love.
I'll drink it for the sake of it.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Cute.
Decent, isn't it? The big 21.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like being 21.
She's not 21. A little bit chaotic. Probably won't eat much of this, to be honest. Yeah, man. Got breakfast bits. Come on. Yeah.
I've got more.
Yeah, man. Right, so we're deciding with food. We had the option to have private dining, but we both agreed having some random Donny just chilling there, asking you what you want to eat is a bit weird. So we're keeping it simple. We like what we like. We are off to get a pizza. So.
Our favourite pizza.
What did I even get? I don't know. It's like
I don't know.
chicken,
Surprise.
ham, spinach,
Surprise.
obviously cheese, sriracha mayo, garlic mayo, some chicken wings. Steph got some more water and some Sprite for her champagne. Madness, all on her own because I don't drink.
I don't normally.
I know,
but
yeah, to be fair,
when
Steph
I
doesn't
have-
drink.
when I do
But I
have
got it for
wine,
her
I like to have
because I
it in
thought,
there.
why not, innit? Me and Steph would 100% like to live somewhere like this. Definitely a future goal. You can see through there, there's the main house,
It's beautiful.
which is lovely. And then they've got like their own segregated garden. And then as you turn right, they've built these cabins as like a little side hustle. Now, we eat pizza. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Got the woods here. Got the telly there. It's a cushy little spot. Get this bad boy out. You can't really see much. If you're scared of horror films, mate, imagine you just see some eyes appear. Film's on. Got a cookie. This is alright. It's a decent film, that. If you've not watched The Plane, cold in it.
It's nice though.
Yeah, it's been sick. Like sitting outside. Like, I'm in the woods,
I know
mate.
it's made of wood, but if we had a fire, it'd be really cold.
Yeah, it needs a fire. So if you're watching, randomly, whoever owns this, put fires in, innit? Outro the vlog here. So appreciate you all watching. I know this week has been a little bit all over the place, but hopefully take something from it. And not every week is perfect, but we've got shit done. That's the main thing. So without further ado, I'll catch you all next week's video. Peace and love, gang. Why you not say bye?
No.